name's Officer Buddy Calzada. Right now we're at the 5000 block of Denton Highway, right here at 820. We are in Haltom City. We're going to give you guys a quick update on what's going on here, and I'm going to invite Neil Noakes, Chief of the Fort Worth Police Department. Chief.
Thank all of you for being here today. I'm going to give some updates on a critical police incident involving the Fort Worth Police Department. One thing you need to know right now, 2 Fort Worth police officers were shot at today. At 10:48 a.m., Fort Worth Police Department received a flock camera activation about a stolen vehicle. Central Division officers located the vehicle and attempted to conduct a traffic stop. The vehicle did not stop, but instead fled from officers on scene, and a pursuit ensued. During the pursuit, a male suspect fired multiple shots at the officers that were pursuing. Multiple shots. Ultimately, the vehicle crashed at the intersection of 820 eastbound Service Road at 377 Denton Highway. A male and a female ran from the vehicle, but both were taken into custody a short time later with minimal effort. The female driver was arrested for unauthorized use of a motor vehicle and for evading. The male was arrested for 3 outstanding felony warrants, 2 for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, 1 for unauthorized possession of a firearm by a felon, and he will face additional charges based on his actions today. Our major case unit will be investigating the case. I want to thank our partners with the Haltom City Police Department and Chief Phillips for their assistance out here. I want to thank the Haltom City Fire Department for their assistance, and for MedStar as well for being here for any kind of medical concerns. I am thrilled to tell you that all officers are okay. The 2 occupants of the vehicle that was struck by the suspect vehicle, one was not transported but was evaluated on scene. One was transported out of precaution but is in stable condition. Both suspects were transported to the hospital as precautions for potential injuries from the accident that they caused. Words can't even begin to express how proud I am of the officers, the work they did today, the bravery that they showed. The suspect who fired at the officers was someone we've been searching for as part of our violent crime initiative. He was on our radar. Because of the technology we have with the flock cameras, we were able to locate the vehicle that he was in, take him into custody, but not before officers were shot at. And after being shot at, continued to pursue someone that they knew was a danger to the communities in Fort Worth. Their lives were in danger, but they did their jobs, and they did it professionally. This is the kind of thing people may think is cliche and it gets old hearing it. Officers put their lives on the lines every single day. We are taking violent criminals off the streets. We're taking guns off the street. 2 from this incident. 2 weapons were recovered from this incident. This is happening every single day. And for those who want to see results, for those who may not think the violent crime initiative is working, for those who might try to take anything away from the work being done by these officers, I implore you to look at this. This happens every day, but you don't always see it. I could not be more proud of these officers and the hard work done every single day by Fort Worth police officers to keep our communities safe. Very early in the investigation, we have very few details at this point. If there are some questions, we'll try to answer what we can, what we cannot. If we're able to gather that information throughout the process of the investigation, we'll release what information we can in the case. One more thing, I'm sorry, I think it's very important to note. No shots were fired by our officers throughout this incident. I'm sorry, go ahead, please.
About how many shots was this guy able to?
Don't know the number of shots, but there were multiple shots.
Was it with a handgun or a long gun?
We're looking into that. It appears it was a long gun, but a long gun and a handgun were both recovered from the scene. We're going to determine if one or both were used during the incident.
What? The 2 officers are okay. Are they hurt in any way?
They are not hurt. Shaken up, obviously. You can't be shot at during a high-speed pursuit after a violent felon and not be a little shaken. But despite that, man, they performed well.
Do you know how long this car has been missing and where they spotted it with the flock camera?
I don't know how long it's been missing, and all I can tell you in reference to when it was spotted, it was in our Central Patrol Division, but I don't know the exact location.
Abbreviated version of what a flock camera is, car.
So flock cameras, they are cameras that we've been able to place in certain high traffic areas throughout the city that will notify officers if it detects a license plate where either a wanted felon is involved with that vehicle in some way, if the vehicle was stolen, something that lets us know, not for minor offenses, but major offenses like this, that there's a vehicle in the area that we need to check into.
And these permanently mounted cameras?
Most of them are permanently mounted, some can be moved. Yes. And I tell you, the technology has been a game changer. This is a perfect example of that. I don't know how long exactly. We've had it for a couple of years anyway, but that's the technology we've been using for a while.
And just to go over for again, so this camera spotted the stolen vehicle.
Correct.
And that's what led you all to find it.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you know what time the chase started?
10:48 was when we received the activation this morning, and it was a short time after that. I don't have the exact time.
Did Haltom assist in the chase, or did they just help with traffic control? And
I'm not sure if they're involved in the pursuit yet. I know they assisted with traffic control here, but beyond that, I'm not sure yet.
You mentioned the male suspect was known to y'all. What did that past investigation look like?
The investigation involved those 3 felony warrants I mentioned, where he was involved in an incident, at least one, where there were 2 warrants for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, and 1 for unlawful possession of a firearm by the felon.
Chief, it's been a busy, violent couple of days for the city. What do you have to say about everything that's gone on that your department has dealt with in the last few days?
One thing I want, first, my department to know is I'm proud of them. I am proud of the work they do every single day. Especially the work that goes unnoticed that they never talk about, that no one hears about. They're not asking for credit, they're just wanting to get the job done, and they do. What I want the community to know is we are in this with them. This is something we have to do together, and it will never be the kind of success any of us want to see. It's got to be a community police effort. We've got the support of so many at City Hall, like our mayor, Maddie Parker, David Cook, our city manager, Fernando Costa, my boss, that are invested in us, that want to see us do well. If all of us come together the way I know we can put a huge dent in this crime, the violent crime we're seeing. But I don't want everyone to know we're not laying down the job at any point. We're out there day, we're out there night, 7 days a week, working to keep Florida safe.